Hello everybody and welcome back to Alma. So for you all, nothing will seem different, but for myself, it's been about 2 weeks break since we last came on here. With the Highland fishing expansion going out, I wanted to try and get as many videos as possible out. So you would have seen that there's been 2 videos going out a day, which has been really handy for me. So I think from me recording this episode, there's only 2 or 3 ahead of this, so yeah, we're very much caught up. So I believe this sorghum here is ready to go and be cut, and this is the only field that we do have ready. So we'll have to take that off, start unfolding the combine. So this will be the second field that we will do with this combine, and I would like to, if I remember rightly, we got the excavator, and I wanted to look at getting some spikes or some tines, if that's right. So if we look on here and go down to excavator tools, we should have them here. So these forks. So what I'm hoping is, fork extensions. That'll probably be quite handy, especially because it's not worth anything. Well, it doesn't cost anything. Yeah, we will get them. I just want to make a bit of money before we do, because it means that the excavator will come in very handy, obviously, for loading up the manure into trailers, so we can do that, but also we can do mixes with it. So instead of having to get our old John Deere, we can, as long as we put the bales right, we can literally just park in one place and then grab the bales as and when we please. But anyways, in the meantime, we're going to get this field done, which you'll see over here. When we get off this menu, our worker there is on ploughing, but I don't know what they're doing. That's interesting. And we do have, if we go to here, and once this field's done, field 8 needs ploughing out. So as soon as he's finished here, which I'm hoping he's not going to be do too bad a job, we'll move him straight over to this field here, field 8. And there we go, so that's this field done, and we still have 15% left in the combine. So if we leave that there, we can take this up to the top. Well, 38,600 litres, that's not bad. But we can take this up to the top, we can get it empty, and then what I would probably think would be a good idea is, if we look at the slurry, how much do we have? We've almost got 100,000 litres, so we might as well come down over here, because it's not too far, and put slurry down just before we go and plough it in, so you're getting all that sort of natural goodness. So I don't know what's going on with our worker today, but for the second time we have had to, if we go have a look at him, we've had to sort him out because he keeps going round and round in circles. So if we enter vehicle, you should be able to see, look at all them circles he's done there. He's done a few over there, he's done that lot there. And I don't think he's done any others. So I don't know whether it would probably be worth if we look at ploughs, because I know what's getting it. Well, I know what's stopping it is if we go on to here and to here. It's this front arm here. When that goes down, it's getting caught in the tyres, and then that's why they just start spinning. So if we were to go for this one, would that be big enough that it puts the arm well out of the way? They're my favourite mobods of them. I think they look the absolute best. And what's that? 550 horsepower, and our large tractor is 435. Okay, so we don't even have the power to pull it. Just trying to think, is there anything that we could possibly... Well, we don't need to sell anything, I don't think, because we've got plenty enough money. I think if we were to sell everything now, we have about £1 million worth of stuff. Right, with that empty, we'll go get the last little bit. So we'll just pull under here, get this, and then, like I say, the combine we don't want to put it away, but it'd be interesting to see what is going to be first, like ready first, I should say. So it looks like 3, 5 and 1 are all going to be the same. And then 37 is slightly behind. 32 is going to be ready as well. I'm only thinking about in what order they're going to be, because we've got this header here. We'd have to swap on to our other header, so, you know, for the corn. So what I may do is, if we put that on, let's just have one final look. So they all look the same. So if we fly to 32, in the bottom right it's 5 of 7, so it's got 2 growth stages to go, and that's corn, so we don't really want to go there. But that's 5 of 37, 5 of 7, sorry, this is 5 of 7 with soybeans. And did I have, this is soybeans as well, I think. Yeah, and we need to remember to take these tram lines out, which I believe that field also needs ploughing, so that's absolutely fine. We'll just take this back to the yard. I think the easiest thing is to put the corn header on, get them, so in the next month we can get all them taken off, and then go back to using this header. So we'll just leave this in the yard. We'll come back, get that tractor and trailer, empty the trailer out, go for the slurry tank, and get some slurry on. We could do some alfalfa, but I think we've done plenty of that. So if I leave this here, just had another idea and another thought. If we go back down with this tractor, it means, because obviously we'll have to put some lime on it, so we go down with this tractor, that's ready to lime, we can then bring the other tractor back, and you'll see I've got the shovel full with 1200 litres of lime as well, so that's we can load up as we go. I would like to as well, our buying station that we have in the yard, I want to see whether we can, which I may put doing the slurry off till the end of the episode, because I'm just thinking now, if we were to put lime down, it'll put the white texture down, and then we'll get rid of the white texture so we know where we're slurry to. But at the buy station, I want to see if we can buy a load of stones and then get those up to our mini production, which then can start going for the is it a grain museum, I think is what it is, so we can start taking that up to there. But oh, hello, that's fired us around fairly quick. So let's leave this here, let's jump into here, we'll get this tipped, this 3064, and then we'll see if we can buy some stones. If not, we'll think of another way to get some stones. So let's get this tipped like so. That shouldn't take long at all to get that out. And then, like I said, it's this buying station up here that I want to see work. Well, if it will work. Obviously we've been using this for our seed and fertiliser. It's just Oh, there's a lot of fertiliser there as well, so we've got to make sure we use that up. So if I put that under there, can we... There we go, stones. So let's buy them. I hope this doesn't cost a fortune. It's only stones at the end of the day. It's costing a fair bit of money as this. But anyways, once we've got it, we will go up to our production.
You go. I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go.
And here we go. So probably, well, first off, that was a ridiculous amount of money it cost to do that. And second off, I never actually looked at how much this can take. So we may have to just put a pile here and then just leave it for later. So we'll put this in. I really hope it takes the majority of it, because that's not going to end well for us. Which I was about to say that was looking very, very promising. So we want the cement factory. So it just needs stones. But what I need to figure out or remember is, what do we need here? Roof plates. So we go to here, let's roof plates, let's activate, and we can store them. Oh look, we can also make lime here. Is that just going to constantly keep sending? Interesting. Well, if that's going to use it that quickly, I might just leave that there for the time being. We can hop into this one, and then we can spread some lime maybe. So let's go steering assist. What I should probably do is, it looks like we can get... how did we... Nope. I'm just trying to remember how this opens. Nope, let's do that. I'll have to go back onto here. Open shovel Z. There we go. So close it. Let's fold this all back up then. And let's get to, well, I'm going to say let's get some lime on. Let's just have a quick flick through over to... Okay, he's still going, so that's that's one positive. Right, let's quickly zoom through everything. There, we'll start getting this lime put on. Get this loaded up here, and then that is another job done. Because we've left the other tractor up at the top, we'll just drop this off and we can use this one. So if we fill that, and let's try get to there. There we go. We've got an extra 1200 litres that we can put in as and when we need to. So drop this off, and we will nip down. I think the only way to get down here is down the back of the shed here, going backwards and forwards. So look at all the wool that we're building up there that needs to be sold soon. And I can't wait to spend a bit more time in the excavator. But it does half make me think we should really use that for the tree harvesting. You know, we don't need the tree harvester anymore. Although I do actually really quite like it. So, because I'm sure there's some attachments. We should have probably have reversed down here. there is an actual harvest attachment, a tree harvester attachment for it. So let's put this on. I'm just wondering, did we leave this full? No, but we can soon fill it like so. Yeah, so what we could do is excavator tools. Where is this? Here, so I would probably look for the dangling one. So that's 30,000. What would we get for our... Well, we'd get a fair amount of money for that if we were to sell it. And then, like I say, we're just making the absolute most of our case. The only problem that I can foresee is if we're using that to shovel the manure, also to do the mixes and whatnot, you would have to take it to the forestry when it eventually grows back, and then keep moving it backwards and forwards, which that could be a bit of a pain. Especially when at the minute money is not really a big issue for us. Our shed there seems to house deer like no tomorrow. So let's just put this into here and get that filling up. And I've got a very bad feeling that we're going to have to go take over again from our tractor. Because they are... What's gone on here? Right, let's try get this out. What I am going to do, I think, is there shouldn't be a right lot left. Yeah, that's stuck on the wheel, see, like that. So, if I leave this here, let's just detach if we can. Oh, the whole thing, the plough's turning over. I think that's probably the best thing. Let's detach it and swap over. So take that off and let's go get our John Deere. That it'll be the one on the slurry tank is the one that we want. So I hope this works. I don't know whether it could be that it's just the tracks that it's getting caught on and that's what's causing the problems. So, but I don't know. Like I said, that's just me purely guessing on that one. Right, if we, and it's really annoying looking at all the all the marks in the ground. So let's try get this on steering assist. If we can finish it off, then it shouldn't be too long a job. Right, let's go here. Steering assist. It is just the headland. Yeah, just the headlands to do, which do take a bit of time. The plough is the right way around for this. Right, now let's reverse back and try to get this something like, if we can go by the big I think is it the case quad track I wanted to try and get for this. If we can buy that at some point, then at least we know that we've got the horsepower to pull the bigger plough. Well, as much as I will criticise the worker for doing all these spinnings around in the field, I will say that I am glad that he did the majority of that, because it takes a bit of time with these ploughs. It'd be a lot easier just using a subsoiler, which I do think we have quite a big one. I think that I've put into here. So if we go subsoilers, this one down here, which that's 6 meters. What's that one? 3 meters. Yeah, so there's that one that we could go for, which I think puts fertilizer on the ground as well. It also discs it as well, so you don't have to. So once you've ploughed, you're doing everything in one go. But right, let's lift this up, and we will get this folded, because I think there's not much point doing much more here. We want to get a worker on, well, either a worker on going through with discs through here, or we go ploughing. I think I'm not going to do ploughing. We'll set this worker on in the field that we've limed and slurried and harvested today. We'll set him on in there ploughing. Let's see if it makes a difference using the, is it an ATAR this? Yeah, using the ATAR. See if that makes a difference on that. And then, yeah, in the next episode, we'll come here with our disc harrows and we can work that. And then that's all ready for drilling. So if we just pull into here now. We want the centre of the field doing first. So, I thought it was 6 meters, but obviously not. 5 headlands, that's a lot of headlands. Work the headlands, yes. Start up, down, yes. Right, let's set him off. Or her. Okay, it's a her. Right, I don't think there's much more to really say than thank you very much for watching. I hope you have all liked and enjoyed the video, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye for now.